Hello mga boss, this is BossTL again. Today we are going to have a test ride of one of the current best-selling bikes recently released, the HUSQVARNA Svartpilen 401. Hello mga boss, we are back at KTM BGC again to do yet another bike review. If you can recall, back in January, we had the chance to do the first impression review of the Husky bikes. Nung time kasi na yon, we were about to do a PMS on our Duke 390 nang makita natin for the first time yung mga Svartpilen and BossTL bikes being rolled into their showroom. Unfortunately, back then walang available na test units that we could borrow for a test ride. Kasi lahat ng test units nila ay heavily used by the marketing team at that time for promotional activities. So after more than a month, we got a message from our friend in KTM that one of their Svartpilens is available for test ride. And that's why we are here. Tara, samahan niyo ako. Hello mga boss, so nandito na tayo sa KTM BGC, pag-park na tayo. And guess what? Sabi ko agad yung Svartpilen 401, pero this one is rather strange kasi kulay blue na siya. So most likely this is a customer's bike na repainted na, pero ang ganda talaga. So I have seen several Svartpilens already lined up there. Di ko alam kung for release yun, pero grabe, iba talaga pag in person, ang ganda. So we have two Svartpilens there and one BossTL. Sa akin, honestly, iba yung dating ng Svartpilen eh. Pero anyway, test ride na natin sila. So pasok muna tayo.
Hi sir!
Oh!
Good morning sir!
Nandito ka ata ngayon? Okay, natatandaan niyo pa from Quezon Ave.
Yes po.
Si Sir Jay pala from KTM Duke mag-a-assist sa atin yan. Yung kanina kausap natin. So basically siya yung kausap din natin dun sa KTM yung nag-assist sa atin when we were doing the first impression. And what do you know, siya din yung mag-a-assist sa atin today. And si Sir Manu. Hey sir. So I'm going to do a test drive today of the Svartpilen. Hopefully, hindi ko siya masyadong magustuhan kasi baka mabenta ko agad yung Duke 3. Great kasi yung dating ng Svartpilen eh. But let's see. So we are here at KTM BGC. Medyo may change in policies ata sila. It's by appointment na lang na makakapasok ka dito sa loob. Well, there's almost no one here except for myself and another customer. The only entrance you could, get into is the rear entrance. For health protocols, syempre ini-screen nila yung mga customers nila during this period of pandemic. But anyways, people are still here anyways to assist you of your needs, for whatever needs. So you just call and have an appointment booked for you. Before we take off for a test ride of the bike, here are some technical details about this 401 Svartpilen. The Svartpilen is a bike derived in part from the Duke 390 with different aesthetic design, opting for that neoclassic look. Most obvious of these are the chassis, engine, suspension, and braking systems, all of which are lifted straight off from the Duke 390. One would think that Svartpilen is actually a Duke 390 dressed up to be a retro modern classic bike for HUSQVARNA. The Svartpilen 401 is powered by KTM's same 373cc single-cylinder engine that drives the Duke 390 as well. Expectedly, it churns out the same power output of 44 HP and 37 Nm of torque. With a dry weight of 153 kg, 10 kg lighter than the Duke 390, this should translate to a more thrilling power delivery. The exposed threadless frame is a remarkable characteristic of this bike, being strong and lightweight, ensuring nimble handling for the rider. It works in harmony with the WP suspension, 43mm upside-down fork at the front, and preload adjustable monoshock at the rear. And with this bike, it is fitted with bi-brake calipers and rotors, 320mm disc at the front, and 230mm at the rear, both with Bosch dual-channel ABS for additional safety. It rides on 17-inch alloy wheels instead of wired spoke wheels that would have completed the overall retro look of the bike. But a very capable Pirelli nappy tires are a good addition which will make this bike ready for some off-road action. However, the 9.5-liter fuel tank capacity is rather on the small side and may require you to do more gas fill-ups on long rides. This bike boasts of modern electronics. One of that is the ride-by-wire system, and also comes with electronic riding modes such as street, road, and sports mode, all of which are accessible through the gauge panel. Most information are displayed in a minimalist round digital instrument panel reminiscent of the early Duke and the RC models, which unfortunately and oftentimes becomes hard to read under direct sunlight. One would wish a TFT display, but that would go against the classic look of the bike, right? So it figures. What this bike has that makes it an instant eye-catching bike is its sleek, round LED headlights that boast of the latest LED technology similar to that of the Duke 390. Other lighting elements of the bike, such as the signal and taillights, scream of modern technology without giving away the retro look of the bike. It already has a Euro 5 compliant exhaust system with 2 catalytic converters, one more than the Duke 390 models, make it more environment friendly. With narrow seats and a very slim tank and rather tall seat height at 830 mm, taller than the already tall seat height of the Duke 390, the Svartpilen feels a bit more supermoto-like. But with its upright riding posture, the Svartpilen can easily be said to be a commuter-friendly bike which you can take in everyday city traffic with more comfortable ergonomics and slight off-road capabilities that make it ready for pretty much anything you could encounter in Philippine roads. Alright. Thanks, Jay. So this is a 401. Medyo different. So from the get-go, immediately what we can observe, the acceleration of this bike is a bit tamed. Yeah, definitely it's a bit tamed than the 390 Duke. So medyo linear yung acceleration neto, and aside from that, mas makitid yung seats as compared sa Duke. It has pros and cons yung pagiging makitid. For one, on long stretch or long drives, the wider the seats are, more friendly sa butt mo. For this one, I would feel na tipong kahit na malambot yung foam, somehow medyo stiff ng onte, probably pag tumagal-tagal. The riding position is still upright. The difference with this one is medyo parang, as compared again to the Duke, parang medyo mataas ang seating position nito. It is still upright though, pero wala akong masabi sa looks nito. Ang ganda, grabe. Medyo pigil yung acceleration nito. But you wouldn't really be buying this bike for, you know, you wouldn't really be buying this bike for that purpose naman, di ba? So, ang silbi naman na itong scrambler is that you could actually take it on the road and off the road. Tsaka you are buying this bike for its looks as well. Ang ganda, ang forma. But then again, let's test it. Right. Wow. Well, definitely it is different from the Duke 390 which I have. Alright. The tank is very slim. You could easily grip the tank with your thighs. The feeling is somewhat close to riding an enduro bike. Parang ganun yung pakiramdam eh. I don't feel any sportiness in this bike. It is really a different class. Somehow the performance of this Svartpilen is rather surprising. Although it has the same engine, chassis, and body of the Duke 390, somehow I feel it is missing that punchy acceleration that the Duke 390 is known for. The Svartpilen is the counterpart of the RC390, while the Svartpilen is the counterpart of the Duke 390. So from the get-go, what you could actually assume immediately is that when you buy this bike, it is as if you are buying the Duke 390 with a different look, a retro look. But no, it's different. When you buy this bike, you would definitely see a different performance, a different riding feel with this scrambler type na Svartpilen na to. I don't feel the Duke 390 when riding this bike. It is really different. I could only sense it being a Duke 390 owner. This is really different. The seat height is different. You could feel, ramdam mo na tipong ang taas ng upuan mo. I don't know kung bakit ganun yung pakiramdam, but that's how it is. Well, still nandun pa rin naman yung agility niya. So it is light. You could still feel that it is light, easy to maneuver. Ang bilis niya magsabi na I need to do a shift change. Okay, gumagana yung ano niya, yung sleeper clutch. I cannot really try the ABS ha. I cannot also try the top speed kasi andito lang tayo, baka mayari tayo eh. So how is it? Well, it doesn't have the punchiness of the Duke 390. It is more refined in a way. It is more refined than the Duke 390 in a sense na tipong this one, the power delivery is more linear. Kasi dun sa 390 natin or sa Duke 390 natin, dun medyo gugulatin ka with the power, right? And this one, pag medyo na downshift mo siya at medyo mas mababa yung speed niya than what is expected dun sa gear niya, medyo parang kakajit-kajit ng onte. Probably due to the mapping, but I don't know. Let's probably find out later. Ha? Svartpilen, HUSQVARNA. Nagte-test ride lang ako. Test ride.
Magkano po? Magkano kayo pag-bilhin ito?
320. Gunggong! Ang ganda nga eh. 400.
Bago mga ano?
we're done for today. I guess we'll be going home. So this is the Svartpilen that I used. That is my Duke 390. And we're going home. Alright mga sir, we're done for today. We're going home. We're going home. Tapos na tayo sa ating agenda for today, which is the test ride. So how was it? How would I put this? If you want torque, stick with the Duke 390. As we have mentioned last time, the Svartpilen is a counterpart of the Duke 390. So we were actually assuming that the Svartpilen would perform the same way as the Duke 390. We were surprised it is not. Even though on paper very same, the power delivery is remarkably different. The torque is somehow restrained. I'm not sure if it has something to do with the Euro 5 compliance, but definitely the punchy acceleration that the Duke 390 is known for, you cannot really feel it dun sa Svartpilen. Now understandably, it is not a sports bike. You still get that torque at high RPMs, you still get that power. The only difference is that you'll have to wait a bit longer. So with that in mind, will I still buy the Svartpilen 401? Yeah, definitely. I'm still in love with the retro look of the bike. It is really different when you see it in person. If only we could have the wire wheels at least, then that would basically complete the look of the Svartpilen. Alright, so yun lang mga boss. I guess I'll end the vlog here. Hope you enjoyed the test ride that we had today. So if you guys are new to my channel, please do subscribe to BossTL PH and click that notification bell to be notified of our new uploads. Alright, so as I always say, stay awesome, stay safe. See you in the next episode. Bye for now.